Good day, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching us from. So a friend of mine, reached out to me reached out to me, reached out to me on a tutorial, a tutorial a friend of mine did. That is Becky on Facebook. So a friend of mine asked if I have an idea of what she did. I was like, yes, I know I have an idea of what she did. This is a very simple thing that every designer, if you are used to coreldraw file, even Photoshop, you can do, which is a glass effect in coreldraw. So I'm actually working with this. So let's jump into it. Okay, fine. Let me create my background so that you will see the effect very well. My layer. And remember, to achieve these things, you need to use a higher version, which is coreldraw 2021, coreldraw 20, coreldraw 18, 19, 20, 2021. But any coreldraw below that, I don't think they have those effects. Okay, so let me give it a blue. I'll remove my outline. So I create my boss. Now we are trying to achieve a glass effect. Alright, so I can just do this. I can go to my shape to shape it a bit if I like. So so I can remove the outline too if I feel like. I can remove the outline. Then go to my shadow drop tool. That's shadow 2. If I click on shadow 2, go to my preset list, click on it, then go to inner glow. I'll click on the inner glow. You can see my mirror effect. From here, you can see how it is. I can take it anywhere. I can drag it anywhere. You understand? Looking at it, do you know that you can also still increase the effect? To go back to that, click on the tool, then head back to this part, this shadow opacity. You can increase the opacity, or better still, you can still use this side to increase and reduce. You can use this part to increase. If the other first part I use is too long for you, you can use this part. There is this demarcation here. You can, when you increase it, it will increase the opacity. When you reduce it, it will reduce opacity. When you increase it, you can increase it, the opacity will increase. Fine. Let me bring this image so that you see what I'm saying. I'll page it up. You can see it's like a glass on this lady, on this woman. So I can increase the opacity too. You see, I can reduce the opacity. You can increase the opacity. You can see. So this is a glass effect which you can do on coreldraw too. You can also change this opacity. Now when you click on the opacity, you can change the color to any color you want. That is the shadow color. When you click here, let's say for instance you want it on black, it can go on black. Let's go back. Let's say the background is kind of, let's use ash. You can see the opacity go. You can see it. Let's say the background is also white. You can see the opacity. So you can still change the opacity here. You can still change the inner shadow, which is you can use any color of your choice, any color you want to use as your mirror. You can still achieve it. And remember, you can still reduce the opacity here. You can still increase it very well. So it depends on which one you want. So this is very simple. So a friend of mine that asks, you can get it and you can use this to learn too. You understand? A friend of mine did it. She did it on Facebook. I'm going to tag her on this post. I should tag her. I'm going to tag her on this post so that she will also drop, you know, she did it and I saw it, and a friend was asking if this is well achieved, but no, don't knowing that he's using a lower version of coreldraw, you understand, to achieve it. But this one, you need to have a higher version of coreldraw to get this effect under. First of all, let me delete this. Let's do it again for the last time. I'll go to my rectangle tool, create the shape I want. Then I go to my shape tool. Then I can give it to any shape I want. Okay, let's use the other part. I can use this part. I can also shade this part to give me another effect. Then I remove my outline. When I remove my outline, then I go to my shadow tool, click on it, go to my presets, click on it, go to my inner glow, click on it. You can see the inner glow. Now I can use this demarcation to increase my inner glow. I can increase it to the text I want, or I can use this part also at the top, that's the shadow opacity, to adjust the transparency of the shadow. I can increase it from here, you understand. I can increase it from there, or I can use this demarcation to increase it. Then this part I can reduce it a bit to look more thicker. That's this edge or this mirror part, I can increase it. But for professionalism, you need to make it look so that it can fade with the background, so that it will balance with the background. It will not really look more as if it will not look more so it will look more realistic. Sometimes if you reduce it back, it will look too simple. But when you okay, you increase the feathering, just like the way you crop and feather on Photoshop. So that is what the use of this parts to feathering. It will feather a bit more into the background so that it will balance with the design you're making. Let's say for instance now we are changing this to red, rude red. You can see you can change your opacity color to, let's say, use black. If you use black, you can see the mirror, you can see the effects, you see it. So this is a simple way to get your class effects on coreldraw. Thank you. See you in the next video. I still remain Bright Graphics. Thank you so much.